thinking about things that we answer to, like titles that we answer to and have answered to, names that we've answered to that we probably shouldn't have, you know. And some people may not have been aware of what they were calling you to be offensive or offensive to you. There is power in names just as there is power in your words, just like words that come out of the dictionary and things of that sort. Names align with identity. And so you want to be very careful with what you answer to and what you call yourself, and what's really being spoken out. You don't want to be aligned with a name or names that are really totally against your true identity. And for so many years, I believe that so many of us, even us Christians who believe in God and things of that nature, you know, we just really didn't take it fully into consideration, the things that we answered to, and really understanding ourselves as a royal priesthood. It begins to, no, it doesn't even begin. Sometimes it just sounds strange to say it because we haven't really, you know, we haven't really identified ourselves as that. We haven't referred to ourselves as that. And even though it is right there in the Bible, it's just a lot of things that we have not taken, I don't want to say taken seriously. I don't think we really just paid attention to that. And so now, you know, as it pertains to, you know, speaking, definitely, you know, speaking about discovering and knowing, recognizing, acknowledging your true identity, not the image, but your true identity, who you really are, you know, going back to the art, your authenticity, resiliency, and transparency, and not being ashamed to be just that, authentic, resilient, and transparent about who you really are. We have to understand that the root of that is Christ. We were created in His image, and it is everything that has been on this earth that was contradictory to Him and what He has spoken about us that made us, you know, answer to something else, that made us identify with something else, that made us call ourselves something else. And those are things that we have to really renounce, denounce, you know, and repent for. And yeah, I said repent for, and really stand in who we are in Him. And when we really do that, I believe when we really do that and get to a place where we can really do that and not really care about what anybody else got to say about it, then we can truly and honestly be confident. That's where our true confidence lies. That's where our true confidence really, you know, is birthed. And it's going to look strange to a lot of people who have known you to be this or to be that, or to have this image or that image, or whatever the case may be prior to. But that's not your problem. That shouldn't be your concern. And if it is, it go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. And just embrace it. Literally embrace it. You may inspire the next person to do that. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. Inspiring everybody to really stand in, discover, own, recognize, acknowledge, embrace our true identity, and knowing that there are layers to us. We are not a one layer individual. We have layers, and I think it's so many layers to some of us that we haven't even peeled back all of the layers in front of ourselves. There are things that we are capable, more than capable of doing. There are talents that we haven't discovered about ourselves, skill sets that we haven't really discovered about ourselves or recognized as skills. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we begin to write off the simple things that we are very proficient in, simply because it's something that seems so simple. But think about what Jesus was doing when he was walking the earth. Now I say he has some G ways about him, because he was a scholar in some of the sarcasm. It was funny to me when he was speaking in parables, like some of the stuff. I had to laugh, but in the essence of who he is, who he is and who he was as he walked the earth, he was literally a depiction of a different kind of love, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And something as simple as showing love to people, folks sometimes look past it. They look over it. And with as evil as some people are these days, to do something as simple as showing love to people, it really is major. It really is major, because there are still plenty of folks who will cuss you smooth at for being, less than likable. And sometimes just because some people just have an evil spirit about them, and it just is, you gonna catch it. Walk around mugging, looking mad, like you have literally done the unthinkable to them or somebody that they love, and you probably ain't done nothing. So something as simple as loving people, blessed God. And that may not necessarily be the skill, that may be a characteristic, but the skill is literally